The Shining, which I don't love this cover, but that's fine because I also don't love The Shining. Is that like sacrilegious to say? Hello everybody, happy probably not Frog Friday since this is going to be an extra video. I don't know what day it's going to go out on, but my name is Carly and today I'm going to be doing a Stephen King book haul, book unboxing video for you. So the first thing I want to show you is actually not from this box. I bought it separately, but I just got it in recently as well, so I thought I would include it in this. And that is the serialized version of The Green Mile. So I got all 6 parts. 1, so right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, even though I already have a copy of The Green Mile, I really wanted it in the serialized with all 6 parts because I think it's just really cool that he decided to release it like that. Okay, now let's get to the big box. So this box is open, but all I did was open it and like remove my address from the side of the box so I don't accidentally flash my address to the whole internet, but I haven't looked inside of it yet, so let's get to it. So I got this whole box. It should be 20 paperbacks, all Stephen King, and I think I paid $30, $32 or something like that. With taxes, but it was free shipping, and that might seem a little steep for a used lot of paperbacks, but you will see why it is not once I get to a certain book. Okay, so we got 2 right here on the top. We've got The Dead Zone, which not bad condition, but I already have this exact copy right here. The one I already have is a little bit better condition, so I'll probably be keeping mine and not this one. Then there is Firestarter. With that nice big King photo on the back. I already did read The Dead Zone, but I haven't read Firestarter yet, and I think Firestarter is now the next book in publication order where I'm at, so I should be getting to that somewhat soon. Next up, we've got Night Shift, which I do already own this one. You can see right there, but this one's a bit better condition, slightly. The colors are a little better, so probably gonna end up keeping this one and reselling the other one. And I have read Night Shift. And now this is kind of a little mystery because they're all packed like this, so I don't know what's going to be next when I pull them out. Okay, let's see. Next up is Christine, which I do have a copy of Christine, but it's not this cover. I think I like mine a bit better that I already have. It's this one. But it's still cool to have another version of it. Next up is the complete and uncut stand. I don't have a copy of well, no, that's not true. I have a copy of, where is it? I don't want to pull it out because it's kind of under a bunch of stuff, but right there is my copy of the stand, but it's the cut version, the original one. So this is my first copy of the uncut version, which I actually just read. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think it is a bit overrated. A lot of people I know it's their favorite, but don't really like this cover that much, but it's my first copy of it, so still happy to have it. Okay, then I've got Everything's Eventual, which I'm glad I now own because I'm about to start my Journey to the Dark Tower, and I know I need to read that one story in this, the like Illyria or something like that. Little Sisters of Illyria. that's part of the Dark Tower expanded reading order, so glad I now have that. I haven't really heard that much about it otherwise, like the rest of the stories. Oh, lovely. Okay. Here we've got Different Seasons, which I do... Where is it? I do already have a copy of Different Seasons, but it's the Apt People cover. I don't like either of these covers, but I guess I got another one of these. I'll probably end up reselling one of them. Like, what is this? Someone explain. Why do we got a baby looking at the moon here? I really like the cover that is like the movie cover from The Body. That one's a good one, where it's like bright blue and stuff. That's my favorite one. I want to get that eventually. Or even just this ones that are actually the seasons with like the yellow or the green cover or something. Okay, then we've got the Tom Hanks on the cover for The Green Mile. Again, I really don't need this. Now I own 3 copies of The Green Mile. This is probably the worst one. I don't need this, so I'll probably resell this one. Then I have The Dark Half, which I do already have this cover right there. I'm not sure which of these is better, but you know, whichever condition is better, I'll end up keeping that one, getting rid of the other one. Oh, I guess I should say too. Christine I haven't read yet. Green Mile I have read, I really liked it. Different Seasons, I've read about half of it. I still need to read Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption, and then The Breathing Method, but I read Apt People and what's the other one in here? And The Body. Dark Half I have not read yet. Yeah, Everything's Eventual I also have not read yet. Okay, then we have Dance Macabre. Is that how you say it? I have only heard bad things about this and that it's really outdated and stuff, but you know what? I got it now. Didn't have a copy before, so that's good. And it's also in pretty good condition. The spine's not even cracked yet, I guess because no one wants to read it. It's probably going to be a while before I get to that one. Okay, then we have Dolores Claiborne, the Kathy Bates cover. You know, it's whatever. I don't really like real people on my cover, but I don't already have a copy of this. I would probably get rid of this once I eventually get the other cover of it with like the well on it. But I don't have a copy yet, so, you know, add it to the collection. I did read this one. I thought it was good, but not as good as I was hoping for it to be. I know a lot of people really like that one. Okay, then I have Needful Things, which I already have this exact same copy right there. So, probably getting rid of this one, but it's whatever. I know this might not seem like a box that's worth it because I'm saying I'm going to get rid of all these, but you'll understand why. And I have not read Needful Things yet, but I really want to get to that. That's like a most anticipated one. Alright, well, this cover is looking a little rough, but next up we've got It, which I'm hoping to get to sometime this summer. I was thinking about reading it for Halloween, but everyone keeps telling me it's a better summer read. My only issue is I keep participating in readathons, and this is an 1,100 page book. That doesn't really work. That doesn't really fit with readathons, but I don't know. Hopefully I'll get to it in August or September when it's still warm out. But it looks like this one was pretty well loved. And again, I don't have a copy of it yet, so it's nice to have this now, even if the cover's a bit rough. Then we've got The Shining, which I don't love this cover, but that's fine because I also don't love The Shining. Is that like sacrilegious to say? I don't know. I know everyone loves The Shining, but I think it's kind of overrated. But I don't already have a copy of it yet, so again, glad I have this now. I'll probably replace it once I get a better cover. Okay, next up we've got The Tommyknockers, which this is kind of an interesting cover. I have not read the Tommyknockers yet, but I do have this cover of it that I just got recently. I'm not sure which one I like better. I do like the green, but this is kind of interesting to see the creature. I think they're supposed to be like aliens or something. I don't really know. So, I don't know which one of these. I'll probably keep them both around for a little bit and then decide which one I like better and get rid of the other one. Alright, next up, Rose Madder. I have not read this one yet either. I think this has like a Dark Tower connection to it, not really sure. And I believe it's cosmic, but I also don't have a copy of it yet, so again, even though I don't really love this cover of it, I'm glad to now own a copy of it. Okay, now we get to the fun ones. These are the most exciting ones that I have in here. So I've got Salem's Lot, which again, I have already read this one, and I don't think it's that great. Sorry. Maybe I'll reread it before I get to Wolves of the Calla, because I know there's an important character in it. But I do like this old school cover of it. And then this one, I've been looking and hoping to get this cover for a really long time. The spine's pretty beat up, but Pet Sematary. Spine's looking rough, but the front cover looks pretty good. It's got that little crease in the side, but other than that, it's pretty good. The most frightening book Stephen King has ever written. I do like Pet Sematary, but not as much as I think a lot of people like. But I really like the cover with the cat. This one, I'm super excited to have a copy, finally, of Misery. This is one of my favorite Stephen King books. I was stressed the whole time reading it. I would love to reread it. I think the book is way better than the movie, even though I know a lot of people love the movie as well, because of course Kathy Bates is amazing. That's a little bit of a rough spine, but again, that just means it was well loved and someone got some good use reading this one. And now, last book in here, and the real reason that I bought this box like almost immediately for $30 and why it's worth it is because I now have a copy of the Bachman books. Like, usually you're not gonna find this for under $30 in general, like online. Obviously in the wild in a used bookstore or something you might get lucky, or a garage sale, and find it for a few bucks, but online it's the minimum you're gonna pay is $30 for it. So when I saw that there was a box of 20 paperbacks for $30 and one of them was the Bachman books, I was like, immediately, yes, buy it now, because it's essentially like buying the Bachman books for the lowest price you can get it online and then getting 19 free books with it. So, and when I bought this, I could only see the spine, so I was a little unsure of the condition of it, but I'm pretty happy with it. Like, that's not terrible. It is taped up in the corner, but it's not too bad, you know? And I'm glad I now have a copy of Rage, which I have already read Rage, and I actually like it quite a bit. But it's cool to have a book that's now out of publication. Alright, and that is all the books in the box. If you enjoyed this little unboxing video, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more Stephen King content in the future. I'm keeping my eye out for more book lots with special books in it, so hopefully I'm going to have more Stephen King unboxings in the future. For today's frog fact, I'm going to be talking about vocal cords. So just a quick little fun fact is that frogs were the first land animal to have vocal cords. Thanks again for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.